Like, man, you have all these fucking nobodies, and who the fuck are these people, man?
Like your podcast?
Yeah. But here's the thing, I'm also doing something else that you may have not have seen. I'm also establishing said people that there might be a collaboration altogether that we come together on. So, unstoppable. You review the notes, right?
Yeah, I saw
yeah. Did you see something called my nobody study?
Yeah, I seen that. I don't know what that was. What was that?
So that's the next one. So what this kind of was is like I won't say who, but like I kind of like made a reference to it, and like I kind of like the new way I've been editing, where like I kind of have like something cool or something that's like catches your attention is said, and then it leads into the clip. I like kind of editing that way.
Yeah.
But like someone has told me before, like, man, you have all these fucking nobodies, and who the fuck are these people, man?
Like your podcast?
Yeah. They'll be like,
his number, his social security account, his Instagram account, everything.
Who the fuck are you having on there? Who your friend? Well, white friend. What if you have like a bigger artist or local artist or this? I'm like, it kind of doesn't work that way. I'd have to like. Or get acquainted. That's kind of the thing too, because y'all we're acquainted already, and then we were both, both parties are comfortable coming on type thing. And then I started, hearing that, I kind of started thinking about it. I was like, if I do, on paper, nobody would know us. Because say if I bring somebody the first time and it's my first time doing this type thing, obviously nobody's going to know you. Obviously it's your first time doing it. Obviously it's all these things. Cool. But here are some like numbers too, because here's the thing. I'm kind of adamant about, hey, I just want to do this because I like to do it type shit.
Yeah.
But I don't like to let low views or anything deter me. Even though it's telling me how good it may have been or may have done, I still don't let it deter me regardless. But it is good to see them do good.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Yeah.
And like I started thinking, nobody. So I started doing every person I've had separately on and see how many views they have amassed me. Because the kind of process for the podcast is that I kind of found a good system is we do a podcast, we'll talk for about an hour or two, and the next day or another I'll go edit it, rewatch it, and be like, hey, what was a clip that was cool, or hey, we flowed here good. And that it just depends on whoever else to do it, So when we have 6 clips, 5 clips, it lasts because I post them 2 times a week, and then, say if I have another podcast, so it's another guest, so 1 and 1, it lasts for a long time type thing. But at the same time, we do the podcast, the lifespan starts there, then each and every clip comes after. So it amasses views all around.
Yeah.
So I started counting every single view every person is done. And like back on the old, I went back, even though I deleted like a lot or like unlisted a lot of them, I was like, man, let me go back to the old podcasts. And I was like, where is Life After High School? Can't find it. But Cuchito, he had on Instagram, here it is. On Instagram alone, over a K views all around, from clips and smaller things all around. YouTube is fucking brutal. It's hard to get fucking views on there.
Now it is. Now in this day and age,
in this day and age, it's hard. But it's like YouTube clips all around 159, and then views from like the podcast above 100. Gotta be.
Yeah.
Because like I had to like go deep, and I was like, that's not deep enough. And then even if you want to take it from this version of the podcast, like his on last time on Instagram, all the views all around 549, YouTube 64. Those still good numbers.
Those are good numbers.
And then for only being on here once on Rebranded, another friend, he's been on here like 3-4 times, got 270, 66, almost the same numbers. Another person who brought an audience with them and was able to repost and have some traction back and forth. 2,000.
God dang.
On YouTube, 38. Or my homie and her fiance. I just finished putting all their clips out and counted them all together. Instagram 760, YouTube 60.
Yeah, dang.
So are they nobodies or who? Because at the same time, my kind of counter to that is, they may be. But here's the thing: I'm also doing something else that you may have not have seen. I'm also establishing said people that you have to get to know.
Yeah.
Because then they may come on later on. There might be another thing. There might be a collaboration altogether that we come together on. So
the Missing Nobody podcast, bro.
Yeah.
Mr. Nobody.
The Missing Nobody podcast. No, like that would make sense because you're interviewing nobody.
Yeah, you're interviewing random ass people.
Yeah.
And then my homie, he liked that idea too. Like, it would be cool to just see a podcast of random people.
Yeah.
Because everybody's got a different story. You see interviews of, like, different people because it's real interview based nowadays.
Yeah, that's a good
because
idea.
you see all these interviews, Vlad TV, Michael Franchese, all these from different realms too. Whether it's music, stories, all these different outlets. There's always something to tell it. The podcast thing, this whole thing culmination all together. It's huge.
And that's a good way to go, because if you think about it, if you interview somebody, there's always people out there that know them for a certain thing, and they're gonna want you to talk about that certain thing. And they always want you to talk about that certain thing that they're known for.
Yeah.
As for if you interview a nobody, there's something mysterious about this person.
Yeah, who is that person?
Who is that person? And then, like, why are they on this podcast? And why are they talking?
Really
and then it's really fun to me because I get to see that in both ways. The audience doesn't know who's coming on and what next, but I'm thinking, hey, I want to have this person on there because they've done this and they're going to talk about this. Or, hey, they want to come on and talk about whatever such and such. So it makes it, very fun in between.
That's
all around,
very
too.
exciting.
That is exciting.
And that's all she wrote.